Hello, welcome back to Suburban Betty, a lifestyle channel about all things cosmetics, cleaning, cooking, gardening, and more. Today I'm launching my quick review series to help you make better decisions about products you might buy. Today we'll be looking at a tinted moisturizer from Essence, so stay tuned. If you like this video and you'd love to see more, please do subscribe and like. So the first product that I'm looking at in my quick review series is Essence's Hello Good Stuff Tinted Beauty Cream. I bought mine in the shade 010, which is the lightest tone. This product is available at Dischem. It is available on takealot.com, and I believe Fashini Beauty also sells it. I bought mine on Takealot for 109 Rand. Before I dive into how the product performed, I want to just tell you how it was that I measured it. So what is it that I'm looking for when I think about a tinted moisturizer? Well, the first thing that I want from a tinted moisturizer is obviously the moisturizer. So I want something that's going to make my skin feel soft. The next thing that I'm looking for, obviously a bit of coverage, because you want the tint for a reason, right? I know that tinted moisturizer is not foundation, so I'm not looking for heavy coverage, but I'm looking for a product that I can apply as both my moisturizer and my foundation, something that's going to even out my complexion. And the final thing that I really always want from a moisturizer, and so also want from a tinted moisturizer, is SPF. I'm really a huge believer in sun protection, and I think that it's really important that more brands start putting out products with SPF in them. So first up, let me talk about the pros of this product. So it feels really nice on the skin, and it is moisturizing. It sinks in really well. It doesn't sort of leave any grease or oil on my skin, and my skin does feel hydrated. Next up, it's a vegan product, and that might not be something that's important to everyone, but I think it's really nice that there's an implication that animals weren't harmed in testing or sort of making the product. I do love that it gives quite a nice glow to the skin, so your skin will look glowy, it will look dewy after using it. If you have relatively few skin issues, or if you do have any of that, it's all quite minimal, that this could give you a nice even complexion with a nice natural glow. But now let's move on to the cons of the product that I see, and unfortunately for me there are a few. So the first is that there's no SPF, and I think that's quite disappointing for this product. Obviously when I bought the product I knew there wasn't SPF in it, so I suppose I can't be disappointed about buying something I knew wasn't in the product. But for me, anything touted as a moisturizer, to wear during the day, it really should have sun protection in it. The next big problem that I have with this product is that it has little to no coverage. So on my skin, I could literally see big patches of redness still. I could see, every freckle that I still had. It did make me look glowy, which was great. It did make my complexion maybe look a bit more even. So it may have reduced redness a little bit, more than it would have if I was wearing nothing. The thing that I would say is that it's not as convenient as I would want for this product. I mean, the reason that you're combining two products together is convenience, right? So that you can get your moisturizer done at the same time that you're doing your foundation, essentially. And for me, I had to put this on with a sponge to get it to look nice. I found that if I put it on with my fingers, it left little streaks. It was harder to blend it into the edges, around my hairline, especially around my neck. And that's obviously because there's only two shades in this whole range. So there's light and medium. I did have a look at the Essence website, at least one of them, I think the .eu site. I had a look at the sites that sell it in South Africa, and all I could find was the light shade and the medium shade. And I think that's obviously why you might need to use a sponge to blend something like this out, because it's not going to be a perfect match for your tone. I think that's obviously not ideal. You don't want a product that you have to buff out with a sponge or use a sponge to make look good, because it's supposed to be a convenience product, right? This is something I should just be able to pop on with my hands, do a sort of okay job of blending it in difficult places, like your nose or wherever your difficult place to blend is, and then rush out the door after maybe popping some mascara and some lipstick on. That's just not the case with this product. I did have to use a sponge to get it to look nice, and I did want to do my best to make the product look nice, because I don't want to give it an unfair review. I want to give it the absolute best shot that I can. And I don't think it looks terrible at the end of the day. It works nicely with a sponge, but you're going to have to use one. Your experience might be different. Maybe you can blend it out nicely with your fingers or a brush, but I did have to use the sponge. That brings me to my final con for this product, which is that it only has 2 shades. I get that it's a tinted moisturizer and it's kind of meant to serve a number of different skin tones, so I get that light's probably meant to serve the same category of people that 5 or 6 foundations would normally serve. But I do think that to make it a more round offer, there should also be a dark shade. If there is a dark shade and I've just missed it, please let me know in the comments below. But if there isn't, I think that if Essence were to add a dark tone and add an SPF, that this would be something I would consider using perhaps again. I mean, I don't think it looks terrible. It's certainly not, as easy, but if it had an SPF in it, I would be happy to wear it to the beach, pop it on really quickly and wear it to the beach. I don't think that it would be terrible for that. But as it doesn't meet 2 of the 3 goals, so, it's not giving me cover and it's not giving me SPF, I don't think it's something that I would unfortunately repurchase. If you have like a dedicated SPF that you really love, that you just put on every single day and that you wouldn't sacrifice, then you might actually be happy with this product. If you're looking for very, very, very low coverage and you just want a bit of glow out of your moisturizer that you're putting on, you might actually be happy with this. And I also think if you are quite young, so if you're like in your early 20s or like your late teens, or if you're perhaps a mum who's looking for an option for like a daughter or a son who wants to try and start out their makeup journey, then by all means I think that this could be a really nice product, as long as you're encouraging an SPF underneath it. I know I sound like a bit crazy, but please wear SPF. So yeah, I really hope that you found that helpful. If you've tried it out and you have a slightly different opinion, please do let me know below. I think we all have different skin and different needs for our skin, so your experience might be completely different to mine, and I'd actually be quite interested to hear it. So please leave me a comment below and like this video and subscribe.